everyone, welcome. I try to tell myself that the British tabloids they really have no real power, or I used to tell myself that people can't really believe that these things happen. People don't really believe this, do they? But then I see some of the things it slowly but surely creep into legit um, news. Like for example, uh, it creeps in a way that you're thinking, okay, you hear somebody ask a question, and you're hearing what they're asking. It actually came from a tabloid. Like for example, I think it was Billy Bush that asked Martha Stewart how she felt about um, Meghan, the Duchess, uh, using her as an example of what she wants her business to be like. So that's an example right there because I haven't seen anywhere that Meghan actually said this. So if somebody's gonna go back and read, this is a legitimate interview that's conducted using information from a tabloid. And Martha even said she saw the same information. And so that's just a tiny example of these news that will make their way into legitimate conversations or interviews. And so when you see the British media acting as a monolith, you wonder why this is so. Why, for example, Scoop came out and you saw Prince Andrew walked himself to the cliff and hurled himself off, and then a British uh, journalist, I am using that word loosely now, journalists write that she's sorry for him. Okay, okay, make that make sense. And of course, you see with who their queen now that the evolution of her image and all the talking points that surrounded that, where uh, she was going to be princess consort, and then you heard this fluff piece about, she's going to be the Duchess of Cornwall because she wanted not to be disrespectful to Diana, Princess Diana. And then you heard that she was going to be queen consort, and now she's queen, and that is tied it up, and she is that's now in this nice little wrapping with bows on it. And of course you see the coverage of now Princess of Wales, and how they frame what to me looks like a very disrespectful information giving from somebody that is supposed to be part of your head of state or soon to be head of state, where the media is framing, say, a video of someone that the at least, if nothing else, that country, Britain, is concerned about their soon to be part of their soon to be head of state, and a video is just casually sent out. So you're concerned about someone, and somebody that has access to communication team, they can call a news conference, they have access, and a video with her walking with her walking, just walking casually, is spun into this thing that there she is and she is okay. And this is made to seem okay, where that shows, if that was her doing that, that would show tremendous disrespect to to people that actually care about her and who she's going to be the ceremonial, I guess, head of state. And let's not even let's talk about the absolute vile things they say about the Duchess of Sussex, like in concert, like every they get a memo and everyone says literally the same thing, like, and we're now supposed to believe that everyone woke up and thought about this. Well, in walks Anna Pasternak, and she lets us know, as somebody that was there, in she has spoken about the Duchess before, and how the royal family was trying to rein her in, and she has said a few other things, of course, but she makes it known on record in her own voice, not AI, that it is it is it is written that no one should speak any positive thing about Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It is quite it's not a revelation, but I'm just thinking she's at a point where I guess she's been screwed over or something, so she's just don't care. And in my opinion, we may get more of this where people start drip drip because they have been screwed over, you know. So they're just gonna tell it. Well, listen to that and talk to you soon.
Morning, and somebody from his office went to have lunch with them and they planted that piece. The royal family manipulate the media. I'm talking about the print media, the British print media, in a way you simply would not believe. So, for example, in the mainstream press, it is verboten to write a piece in support of Meghan and Harry.
Wait. So when you say, they must say this narrative about Meghan and Harry, I mean, you mean this in the way that journalists all sort of move as a pack, right? It's not an actual dictum.
No, it is an absolute dictum, spoken and unspoken, that the newspapers do not want and will not print pieces that are wholly positive to Meghan and Harry, and you cannot write anything negative really about William or Kate.
But this is because they're monarchists at the core?
No, this is because of the deals that have been done between the palace and the editors of these papers. Okay. If you look at the Telegraph app, you will see 4 or 5 pieces in absolute eulogizing praise of the Princess of Wales. And then the chances are on the same day, every piece about Meghan and Harry is negative. They literally take a baseball bat and bash this couple to pieces. And it is because of this that I have completely changed my view towards Meghan, but also towards Harry. So when Mexit happened, I thought, well, it was ill-conceived and they were acting in probably quite a petulant way, and couldn't they have made it work? And what I have seen from the books that I've written about the monarchy is that the reason the British monarchy has survived and prospered when other European monarchies has failed is they are utterly ruthless, and their absolute goal is you have to have the spotlight on the monarch and the heir. And anybody else who comes into the picture and takes too much of the oxygen or too much of the limelight, you see is pushed out. We saw it with Diana, we saw it with Fergie, we've seen it with Harry and Meghan. They were too threatening as a unit to Kate and William.
But isn't